work
reprogram.
with women primarily. Now, I work with men, so men don't just be like, oh, she's talking about women. I do work with men, but I primarily seriously work with women. I specialize in women. And even when I was in the fitness industry, I did specialize in women as well. And a lot of it, trust me, it's kind of simple, but it's hard because you have to change your mindset. But simple as starting journaling and starting to write out how you feel, writing out how you want to feel, writing out what you're grateful for,
on the mirror,
writing out affirmations, things like that. It sounds so simple, but it takes a lot for somebody to actually do it and be consistent with it. And when I tell people to start journaling and getting out, and even when I'm coaching, I'm pulling out what's in that people sometimes they don't even know what's down in there. What's in them.
Covered up by the scar.
It is. So, and I get people to start opening up without censoring. Don't worry about if somebody's going to judge you for feeling that way. Don't worry about if somebody's going to look at you a certain way because you said this or you think this. This is your space. If you're journaling, that's your space. You don't have to show it to me.
Right.
Even if I'm your coach, you don't have to. No, that's yours. This is what I'm teaching you how to connect with yourself.
Absolutely.
Right? Meditation is key, and I know all of us sitting here know what meditation is. Meditation is key, but not everybody understands meditation. Some people are scared of meditation because they think that meditation is a religious thing, or they think it's a spiritual thing, or think it's this thing. That I don't care what religious background you come from.
You can meditate.
You can meditate.
Your Bible tells you to do it. For you Christians out there, your Bible tells you to meditate, and it says meditate on His Word. You should be able to store that word in your heart. So when you're doing a meditation, you shouldn't have to have your Bible out there. Yes, you can have some spa music, or music is universal. Music will take you there. But the thing is that we have to conquer the fear. That's the problem in a lot of women, is that we don't conquer our fear. And we talk about reprogramming. Not only do women need to reprogram their mind, but the men. The men have been programmed to the European way of believing that women are supposed to be something that is controlled, something that has to be disciplined, and some people that have to be told what to do. We are being told what to do with our thoughts, with our body, with our character.
And that started
if we don't have a whole brain.
We were always told
absolutely,
what to do,
from beginning of time. And men have also taken the opportunity to, and this is straight talk, abuse the relationship that they have with women, knowing the power that women bring. So sometimes men will take a woman with them and say, here, I'm going to put you up here. I need you to go in here and do this, that, or the other. Okay? And a lot of times women will do it because we've been conditioned to believe that we are this helpmeet or helpmate, Christians, to men. And the thing is that we are equal to them. So yes, we can help them and assist them, right? But the thing is that there's a thin line between abuse of power and abuse of authority. Okay? So men, please think about your women, all of the women, and especially those who say they want to help women, men that are out here to help and protect us. Okay, that's what we want. We want your assistance. We want your protection. We want your love. Okay, we want your support. But the thing is that, remember, we are powerful beings. We understand who we are. Sometimes we're confused because men tell us what our role is. God gave us our purpose. We need to stay focused as women on our purpose, and then we'll understand our own roles.
And that's pretty much what you do. You help to refocus, within yourself and get you started on your journey to realize your purpose.
Exactly. And sometimes, believe it or not, because I know a lot of us, especially melanated women, we go through some hard times, especially in relationships, right? And so one thing I'm really passionate about, because a lot of our black women are still in that mind frame of they either hate black men or they have some type of disconnect from them, and that's something that we need to heal from. The first thing you have to do is you have to understand yourself, and you have to reconnect to who you really are, and you have to really start that journaling, that meditation, and connecting directly with your higher self. Right? So we're so disconnected from that. And so when we get into relationships or where we're trying to understand, our men, we're so angry at them because they left us, or they're doing this, or they doing that, or I'm raising this child on my own, kind of stuff, and it's like, stop it, stop.
Yeah, because they haven't healed themselves. So, I mean, normally you're dealing with an unhealed person.
Exactly.
You're an unhealed person.
That, because that's the
so
key.
you can't understand why he does what he does. If you don't understand that he is sick himself, right? So when you're healed, then you can understand, like, okay, well, maybe he just needs some other time.
Don't try to heal him.
Please.
Don't try to heal him.
He has to do it on his own.
They
have to
heal
himself.
Give them that space. Don't be afraid to back away. Don't be afraid that you're going to lose your man by backing away and letting him search his inner self. Let him, because men like to compartmentalize themselves. They don't do like we do. They don't multitask and multi-think. They have to go into their little compartments. Okay, what they call their man cave, and they have to think. Let them come out when they can come out. Then revisit it. When they say, "Wait a minute, back up," they really mean it. They are not able to think as quickly as we do. There are some that have. There are men out here that have gotten in touch with their inner personal being, their spiritual being, and when they are awakened, they understand women, so they can think quicker. Okay, and they can have greater conversations with you. Men, you make love to a woman's mind, okay? The body comes second. The mind is the foundation. The body is the icing on the cake.
Exactly.
So that's why you can have your cake and eat it too. Hey, there you go.
Like it. So yeah, that's key. Like you were saying, it comes down to not just the man, healing, the woman healing. Women, like, again, we cannot continue to be angry and mad if you haven't done any healing on yourself. You cannot tell a man, you need to be healed. No, let me tell you, once you do your own healing, you have more appreciation for somebody else for where they are in their life. You're no longer, pointing a finger. You're no longer sitting in judgment and all that kind of stuff.
Because you don't want to control it. You
control yourself. Once you do your own healing, a lot of miracles start to happen. Like your relationships start to change. Those relationships that were bringing you disharmony, you start to see them.
Harmony.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. So we're about to go to our last break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about it.
Yes, ladies. Yes. What I wanted to ask you or talk to you a little more about is that you are a prime example of having a skill set, and then you get the revelation, and then you bring the larger picture of it. Like that revelation, I guess I want to say, rocketed you into where you are now, and then even greater. And that's what God has for us, the greater picture. So we made, like you said, that was a perfect example. Like you said, you started out just mixing things, okay? And then when your children came along, you saw a greater purpose. And now that you saw that greater purpose, it expanded to now you're saying, not only did I share this with my children, but now I have a love for other women, and now I want to embrace that and show love to them and help them. That's how that grows, and that's a great feeling. That is a pretty awesome feeling. And you're going to, out of that love, you're going to continue to grow even greater. Your passion for what you do is what's going to make it happen. Absolutely.
And I'm so grateful
I love
it. Women like you, because it's happening.
Yes, it's happening.
People who are not who have issues with doing this. I don't know
need
why.
Some healing. Because they still need some healing.
That's all it does.
That's all it boils down to.
There's no way. We're so conditioned to think a certain way because just our parents taught us this, and just keep going.
And we're too busy competing with each other instead of collaborating. We all need each other to survive. So at the end of the day, we need to make sure that we're connected.
Yes, and that's why the community wellness classes every week like
beautiful.
That. It's $20 to have the class.
And you can grow that. You're going to grow that to something more. You can do online classes to reach the world.
Oh wow!
Absolutely.
Okay. What time is it?
It is 47.
47? Okay. All right. We are back with our ladies.
Welcome back.
Now, we are bringing in the new year with ladies, right? I didn't even mention that at the beginning. This is our first show of 2020. It's all about the ladies. And it's connected to our natural gifts.
Yes.
So, okay. So, is our last segment before we actually leave for today, and I want to talk a little bit about how women go through certain things that actually pushes them to their gifts, right?
Yes.
So, and I think we talked about that a little over the break. So I know for me, it took me going through some real heartbreaks, and really questioning things that I was taught as a child, things that I grew up in. As a kid, I had a serious connection directly to source, right? And I was a healer. I'm a natural born healer. A lot of people, I think some people know that, but I am a natural born healer, and that's what kind of took me into doing Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, and different things that I do, as well as, of course, the life coaching, because that's a form of healing, right? But it took me to be broken down to the core, to where I started questioning everything. I started questioning my religion. I grew up in a Christian home and things. I started questioning so much, and I'm like, hold up, so I'm not making any sense. I know I'm so why in the world am I being treated like this?
Your great awakening,
right? But I was broken down to a place where I honestly didn't believe in anything anymore. All my beliefs went out the window. My faith was gone. People kept telling me to pray about it. I'm like, I don't want to hear that. Like, I went through that, right? And so I went through that whole transition, and I got to a place where, of course, I have my my faith and everything, and I have a deeper connection now than I did before. It's almost like I did when I was a child, right? So, but it took work. It took me doing the inner work and the inner healing to get there. But I'm grateful for all the experiences that I went through and being broken. It took a hard lesson.
Go ahead, y'all.
For me to be broken. It took a really bad relationship. A really bad relationship that was off and on, hot and cold, like just mind games and all kind of stuff. Of almost 10 years of that. But I'm grateful for it. And me and him, we cool. But it took that relationship and some other stuff to break me to my core, to get me to stop believing in stuff, to find myself and reawaken who I really am, and have that deeper connection and direct connection that I already had but forgot. Right? So let's talk about that, because sometimes us ladies don't understand, like, all this heartache we're going through, all these difficult times, and all these trials and all this stuff that we go through, and a lot of people question, like, why me? Why am I going through this? And why am I depressed? And why hasn't been there?
That ain't our favorite line,
right? But sometimes it's meant for us to go through some of those things in order to bring us to who we really are. Some of those things are lessons. If you don't pass that lesson, it's just going to keep coming around and around and around.
A whole different
pattern.
Cycle.
You will see the pattern. You will see the cycle. It might not be the same person. It might be a different person, but same type of situation. Coming in a different way.
Until you learn. So keep on coming.
Absolutely.
And until you reach who you really are, and it's pushing you into your purpose. That's what it's really doing. So I know two of you were talking about this on the break. So I know you were talking to Duafe about where she's been and how it brought her to where she is. So let's talk about that a little bit, before we leave for the day, because a lot of women need to understand that what it is that you're going through. Like, a lot of women that are listening today might be going through something horrible, terrible. They might think that, nobody don't understand what I'm going through. But I want you to stop, and I want you to really look at what it is you're going through. Look at the patterns of where did you come from, where you are right now. You've seen it before. What is it that you're learning from it? What is it that you can do with it? How can you help somebody else that might be going through it? What is your purpose? So let's talk about that.
Absolutely. Okay, so I want to start here, and that is, find something that you enjoy doing, whether you know it or not. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a piece that fits into this
grand scheme.
Yes, of life. And when you're passionate about, just start exploring it. And that's what we were sitting here talking about when she started exploring the mixer. She told you about the mixer. She just started to dibble and dabble just a little bit in it. For me, it took the book, The Revelation of Woman, because like you, we've all had those experiences of asking questions. I grew up in the Christian religion. I'm a spiritual being now, okay? I recognize that. I've always been one. We all are. But there's a difference in saying, oh, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious.
saying you're spiritual means a lot because the power is in the tongue. So if you are a spiritual being, you're going to start acting like one, whether you know it or not. Things you speak out of your mouth will happen. Things you begin to think about will occur. Here you have a prime example right here on the show today. She started to think about it. Then she found a purpose, which was her children. From that point, everything began to grow. This is the vision of God, when things begin to get bigger than you can ever expect or imagine. Then she went from there to, okay, she found that love with her children. She embraced that. Then it came to other women. What can I do for these other women? And men. There are men out here that use products in their hair. So it's not only about the women, but it's about caring. It's about, there are products out here that are not good for Black American women at all, Black African women at all, melanated skin at all. So it's different cultures out here, but they have created products for their stuff. The European industry. For their own. And they've deliberately put products in the Black American products that damage us, that cause cancer to us. So we have to do what? We have to take care of ourselves. So it's women like you that are coming up saying, wait a minute now, the mindset, that mind, that thought that came into your mind, you listen to it. That is spirituality. So stop saying, yes, your intuition. She embraced it. She started to act on it, and we are talking about this. Oprah's talking about it. Y'all is talking about it. We are talking about it. So Jada is talking about it. Women are talking about this because we are awakening to who we are. We are the essence of God. Christianity, you talk about the Trinity. Who is the Holy Spirit? You got the Father, you got the Mother, Son, and any other organization that talks about Trinity or talks about the three powers. Who is that? What's missing? What's missing? It's the identification of the woman. We are the power of God. God spoke, let there be light. Guess what? His spirit moved. Who is his spirit? It's the women. So men, you speak, we move. So you can move us in the wrong direction, you can move us in the right direction.
And I think it's very important to have, we're talking about passion for what it is that you're doing. And I know, deep within me, this is me. This is what I love to do.
This is what we're talking about.
My thing is, as I've learned, don't rush the process.
And
learn how to be patient, because if not, you will burn out. And that's not what you need to do with your passion. That's not what, because you're going to come back to it. It's
again and again and again.
So just be gentle with yourself. And I'm learning that right now.
Thank you so much for that. We are here to encourage each other and love each other, love on each other, support each other, and let's grow together. She is telling you, be patient with yourself. Don't rush it. Things take time. Even when I started Focus and Faith Show, I didn't know, what I was going to do exactly. I just knew that I had something to share with the world that was profound, and that is you are spiritual beings. So just like you said, I just kept going. Just keep going, ladies. Just keep going. Stop focusing so much on serving these men and focus on serving yourself, and the men will find you. They are supposed to find you. They will then be able to identify the woman that's for them, because they are confused. They are confused because they're getting so much, and then they're getting disappointed too, because they finding women that's not serving them real purpose. Okay, so
or their purpose, because they don't know what they're supposed to be doing. And if you can't help yourself, you can't help them get to his greatest self either. So I don't know why we asking for a great man if we ain't a great woman. That ain't gonna work.
Absolutely.
He's not gonna. He can't do nothing with that, and you can't do nothing with that. So I mean, until you're whole in yourself, you can't find your whole being. You can't come there half-assed. You gotta come there whole. You know what I'm saying? And if you're wholly yourself, then he'll be wholly himself, and y'all complement each other. If that's not the case, then you might as well be by yourself. Until you become
That's
whole.
the way to break generational curses.
Absolutely.
And I've been seeing so much about generational traumas, all of these things. It's start with yourself.
Yeah, because that's the only way that you can stop it. You will be the black sheep in the family until everybody else is like, okay, all right, she owns something. You know what I mean? But you got to be okay with being the black sheep. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people is not going to be able to understand where you're coming from, because it's your awakening. Everybody's not going to come with you you at the time that you're going.
And
You just
that's
gotta go.
And
who's supposed to be on that train will be on the train, and who's not, hey, I see you
And
windows.
that's acceptance right there.
Yeah.
Exactly. And one thing you said earlier is stop worrying about losing the man.
Yes.
See, when you stop worrying about other people and you do your own work,
Yes.
you won't worry about other people anyway.
At all.
You got too
Have
much
more
to
love for
focus
yourself.
on. Absolutely.
Have more
And
love
that will just pour onto other
All
people.
right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we are at the end of our show.
Oh.
It was so
It
fast.
was great.
So thank you all for tuning in to Straight Talk Saturday Morning Show.
Thanks
This has
to
been
everybody.
our ladies edition of reconnecting back to our natural gifts. We will be back next Saturday with our regular host, myself, and the two Andres.
Yes.
So, but I do appreciate you ladies for being here today with
Thank you
me.
so much.
Thank y'all,
Thank
everybody
you.
who tuned in on the Facebook watch party. Y'all was lit.
All right.
All right.
See y'all at
Thank
class.
you.
Bye, RJ.
Look.
All right.
Oh,
That was great.
It
That
was.
was so great.
It was.
I know y'all be having to watch these things down from our coconut oil and all that good stuff. Right.
Coconut oil is good for them. They should leave it on there. How do you, okay, there you go.
So what I put? So this thing right here say share. What is that?
All right. Definitely. All right. I want you to write your name because I don't know.
I did.
already got it.
Okay.
So you're in the watch party now. If you had done that while you were in there, you could have
share
clicked on it and invited those people.
Yeah, I
and
did.
they
I
would
tried to
go.
invite as many people. You want this there?
I gotta reach out to you. Still good for Saturday?
Which Saturday?
Which Saturday?
It's coming up Saturday.
The
Did
11th?
you even give me that date?
Yeah.
No, you didn't. I told you to send me the information.
I sent you the date. I didn't give you the rest of the information because it's still
Here, this is yours. Come on, y'all. We gotta move it out. Move it out.
right.
Can we connect today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Here, this is yours. Why you breaking stuff?